everybody. How you doing? Okay, just gonna pop this on and let's chat. I'm gonna do my face. So my edges, I don't know what's going on with them. They're angry, so I'll moisturize them. So I'm using this Lotta Body Shea and coconut oils. Moisturize Me Curl and Style Milk. And I'm just gonna put it on my edges so it's moisturized. I don't know why my edges are so dry. Could have to do with the fact that I just washed my hair. Hey Tina, thanks for coming. I'm just drenching my edges in moisturizer. And then okay. That's one. So then I'm gonna grab my little toothbrush and then brush it. Hey Ruthie. You're calling me a granny because of my bonnet. Is that what you're doing? Okay. I folded my laundry today. I feel very much accomplished. I'm just moisturizing my edges because they seem unhappy. So I'm just going to brush that down. Brush, brush, brush. Okay, and then we're going to get we're going to hit Terrence, and then we're going to get the this little thing, and I'm going to tie them down so they can stay nice and moisturized. So, hey Eeyore. So I thought that today I'd hop on. No, because of the other night when you said you okay, my bedtime is 8:30. Alright? 8:30 p.m. That's my bedtime. Alright? That's just when I go to bed. That's just how it is. Okay? Yes, I go to bed early, like a granny. And I'm not ashamed of it. Okay. Y'all ready for this? Okay, so now that I got my edges moisturized, we're going to do my face. Hey Bethany. So I'm going to do Thorne's Only Cream Products Challenge. And at the same time, you guys can pick a topic. So I have my time in the Coast Guard, chronic illness, St. Lucia, or becoming a yoga instructor. And y'all can tell me what y'all want me to talk about. So I have this huge bottle of Neutrogena Hydro Boost. So I'm gonna use that all over my face while y'all decide which of those topics you would like to hear about. Yeah, I just put like regular lotion all over my face. Hey, Christine. My face is not picky, except I went and dug in a blackhead on my lip. There were two. One of them was fine, and the other one kind of left a scar. What's my favorite part about living in St. Lucia? Okay. My favorite part about living in St. Lucia is my family. Having them near, that's really cool. Um, then the food. I love being able to get like really good quality, close to the earth food really easily. And the beaches, the ocean, the waterfall, the nature, the forest, those kind of things. Okay, so this is why I was late. My light is being needy. Uh, come on. See that? Mm. Oh, this is the US. Okay, so in the US, I lived in Connecticut. Did not like the winter. I do not like winter. What do I like about Connecticut? I liked going shopping. I like being in you can't do it all. Okay, so I'll tell you the story about how I ended up going to the Coast Guard Academy. But first, you gotta choose. I have this probably expired foundation that's been discontinued, and I have this. They're both Revlon. This one is Nearly Naked, and it's Revlon Nearly Naked, and it's expired. It's in the shade Cappuccino. And I mean expired, discontinued, probably expired too. Okay, Tina, go ahead. Hey, Talia. And then I have this one that you'll have seen 1,000 times. I'll swatch the two of them, and I'll tell you about how comes I went to the Coast Guard Academy. So this needs to be cleaned. Uh, so this is this is walnut, and this is it there. And then now I'll do the other one. Um, so I always wanted to go to school in the US. I always liked going to school. Alright. Always liked going to school. There you go. You can see the two. So this one is like my perfect shade match because it can. Oh, what am I doing? It can always rub into my skin. It's a little more golden, and this one's a little more red. Um. So I always liked going to school. I always said I was gonna go to school in the US. You guys have to choose which foundation. A A or B. So in 2000, I finished A levels, which is kind of like prep school, kind of. Um, and then I taught um high school for a little bit in March to July 2001. And I was working at a resort, training at a resort. Why the US? Because it's close, and I have family there, and mostly because it's close. Um, um, it's easier to go to school in the US though than other places. Um, and I wanted to see New York. Um, So 2001, I taught high school, and then I was working at a resort in the end of 2001. Was it after 9/11? I want to say. But then after 9/11, the tourism industry, they're both Revlon Christine. A or B, the discontinued one or the newer one that I've been using. Um, Christine votes B. Um, so then that was 2002. I found myself working for my mom's friend, and I was doing him a favor, and he was paying me a small stipend, and I was bored. He had a shop where he'd get fish. Rufy, we love you, and we don't care. Okay, I need the engagement. Talk in my chat, even though you're talking to yourself. Um, I know, right, Eeyore? So let's see. So in 2002, I'm working in the shop. He gets fish from the fisherman, and he brings people in. They clean it, they process it, and he sells it. So I am bored because I have to be in this shop from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And so I'm in there, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? And then I remembered that I wanted to write ACTs so I could go to school in the US because we don't got no money, like literally no money. And I need to go to school so we can have more money. That worked out really well. Anyway, so I started doing SAT classes. I read the SATs. I got a really good score. I was in like the 90th percentile because, that's how I rock. So I walk over to the Ministry of Education. I'm doing this, right? Because Christine voted. The rest of y'all did not vote. And I'm like, here's my SAT scores. Can I have a scholarship, please? And they gave me all the scholarship applications. And I'm like, I'm going to apply for everything. I'm going to apply for these military academies just in case. And so I had to do like a physical fitness test. It was awful. I was like a stick. I had to start going to the gym. And my mom was so super supportive. She like made sure I got to go to the gym. The gym owner worked out with her where she could pay where she could, and like all of this like training. And I run a mile and a half at midday in St. Lucia along the ocean. Like, how crazy is that? So when it all came through, that's how comes I went to the Coast Guard Academy. And at that time, I hadn't been diagnosed with anything except rheumatic fever, but that wasn't really affecting my quality of life. So I was 20 years old. I got on a plane to Connecticut. It wasn't my first time on a plane. I'd been to Trinidad before that. But I got on a plane. I didn't know where I was going, who was picking me up, nothing. And I hopped on a plane and flew to Connecticut. And I got there and no one was there to pick me up. So I went outside, I looked around, I went back inside, and I sat down. Like 30 or 45 minutes, I see two people coming frantically in a blue uniform, and I stood up and like, you Monetta? I'm like, yep. Like, we got lost. We were so afraid. I'm like, I'm here. I'm okay. It's okay. I'm here. And that's how I went to the Coast Guard Academy. So I'm gonna put this foundation on now. Any questions about my story? I'm not very good at telling stories. And I'm also not very good at remembering to wet my beauty blender. Or wash them for that matter. You'll have to remind me that this is the all cream products challenge. So when do you think your illness started? Okay. So well, like the endometriosis we suspected forever because I was always having painful periods. But so that was the summer of 2003 when I went to the coast. When I went to the Coast Guard Academy. In the summer of 2004, I was on a boat to Seattle. So not to Seattle. I flew. That's another story. So I really wanted to see my family. I hadn't seen my family from Christmas. And if I didn't go home in May to see my family, I wouldn't see my family again till Christmas. So I asked for special permission so I could go home in May to see my family. Which means that I was supposed to fly from St. Lucia to from St. Lucia through Puerto Rico to Hartford. Oh, I got a new pimple. And from Hartford, that's like, let's say Sunday, I was flying to Hartford. And from Hartford, fly to Seattle on Monday morning. Well, the flight from St. Lucia was delayed. And when I got to Puerto Rico, I got rerouted to Miami, overnighted in Miami. Um, from Miami, the following morning, I flew up to Hartford, grabbed my bag, checked back in, flew to Seattle, and then I got to Seattle late in the night, and the boat left Seattle the next morning to go up to Alaska. Well, said boat hit a storm with 30-foot waves, like pipes this big around, like I kid you not, this big around, got bent at 90 degrees from the waves. Um, I think it was not so much the rheumatic fever as much as the untreated endometriosis. Because I probably had endometriosis since I was like 12. Um, so what was I saying? So yeah, so then from that storm, but that boat was a World War II era boat. That's its lifetime was only supposed to take it up to the 70s, but the Coast Guard was still using it. So God knows what we were exposed to. But I spent 2 weeks throwing up, and ever since then my body was never the same again. Like from then my body started doing weird things, throwing up. um yeah, the Coast Guard doctors didn't really, first of all, didn't believe me and didn't really care so much to solve the problem. So when I was in grad school, I started throwing up again, and then like that was like I just couldn't cope anymore. And then the doctor did my um what's the name of the thing, my laparoscopic surgery, and diagnosed the endometriosis and said to me, do not let anyone who's not a specialist touch you. That's the best piece of advice I ever got. What should I do next? All I have in cream products are lipsticks and the cream blush. So I'm open to suggestion. Um this foundation, I'm gonna have to get a new one because it looks so good on camera. I'm gonna have to see if they actually have this color here. They had like 6 colors at the store the other day, and 3 of them were very pale. Hey Eeyore, it's okay. I'm just here chit chatting and just, racking up watch hours. Cause yo, let me tell you what happens. So I go in and I look at my hours for Monday, yesterday. This happens all the time, but it's been like more and more. So I look at my hours for Monday, 37.5 hours. Awesome. Today I go in, I look at same hours from same Monday, 12.5 hours. Or 12 hours, or something like that. Anywho's, that's how it works. So, gotta do a little more, a little more. Um, So yeah, so my endometriosis got diagnosed when I was living in Tampa in grad school. But we can go all over the place. So I'll tell about me being a yoga teacher. Some of y'all heard the story in Monday's live. If y'all don't say anything, what about YouTube? What are you doing? What? I don't. Yeah. Yeah, I can just do the blush dripping I did the last time and then just put that on my eyes and that'll be the look. Y'all want to see how I do that? Because that's what I did. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. So, whoa. Oh, concealer. Y'all didn't tell me I have to put concealer on. Hey. Okay. So, ooh, I can also do my eyebrows. That's also an option. So, I like y'all like how I actually plucked my eyebrows now. So now I can do this little concealer around the eyebrows and feel fancy. So on Monday, I if you were here on Monday, you heard me talk about how back in the late 90s, I used to watch Denise Austin's program on Lifetime. It used to be like, oh, that sucks, Bethany. It used to be like aerobicsy one and then a yoga one. And I really liked the yoga one. I remember it used to be called Fit and Light. And my body actually really responded to it. Cause y'all know me this about me, but I don't like exercise. I like to go for a run when my body allows, and I like a good stretch. But I enjoy. I get bored easily too. That's part of why I don't like to exercise. But I enjoy doing yoga. So I remember, I think it was 2004. My best friend came into the room and she said, "Would you like to do yoga?" And I'm like, "Huh, what?" She said, "It's only like it was less than $10 a month. I can assure you that." And I said, "Okay." She said, "You gotta wake up early." I said, "Are you doing it?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Okay." So the money came out of our pay automatically, so it didn't really bother me that much. And because there were like 300 of us in the yoga club, we got to pay like $10 a month. And one of the officers' wives came in twice a week and did yoga with us. And that was really cool. And then she went and got pregnant. Like, how dare her get pregnant? And she sent someone else, but I didn't really enjoy that other person so much. And but I really enjoyed when we did the yoga with her. It was like my muscles got stronger, and I just really enjoyed it. So when I went to grad school in Florida, they were doing it in the basement of the rec center, and I was not about that. It was not fun. There's like all these frat boys. Ugh, no. And then when I lived in New York, I used to go to yoga um in Manhattan. Um and I used to go to yoga in Manhattan, and they had a yoga teacher training, and I would have done it, except I had no money because I had done a second surgery for my endometriosis that cost ton of money. Yes, Denise Austin is a throwback. Like it ages you, if you know what I mean. Um, so I hadn't done that, and then I was working in New York, and the company changed presidents, and we were under yes, it's such a short period of time. We were under a new we were under the impression that the new president would renew my work permit. And about like 2 weeks before it was due for renewal, she called me into her office, and my boss came up and she's like, "I cannot in good conscience renew your work permit because I like some tip applicators for eyeshadows. I don't know what you're talking about, Ruthie. I'm using this e.l.f. concealer brush, this tiny one, and then I'm gonna use this other big e.l.f. concealer brush to buff it out. I find that works best for me for now. Um, y'all know I'm still learning makeup, right? The sponge. Oh, I know what you mean. They're like these things, Ruthie. These these things. You like to apply your eyeshadow with these things. Simply Nailogica likes to apply her eyeshadow with those things as well. Um, so she calls me into her office, right? And she says, I can't in good conscience renew a permit for an immigrant when so many Bronx residents are out of work. And my boss was like, but she lives in the Bronx. She shops in the Bronx. She knows places in the Bronx that I don't know, and I have lived in the Bronx. I have lived in New York way longer than she has. And she was just like, I don't care, I'm not doing it. And I was like Audra says, juices, I'm out of here. You know? It's just like, I do not. Y'all don't know. I can go back to St. Lucia. I do not mind. Going back to St. Lucia is always an option. I'm gonna go to my mama's house. Everybody's gonna feed me. My mom, my cousins, my aunts. Where are all my sponges? Oh well. And and so I packed my bags and I came back to St. Lucia and I kind of gave up on the dream of being a yoga teacher for a little while. So yeah, I used tons of stuff to put my concealer on because I kind of like it to blend out really well. No sponge. Oh, yes. I did not do makeup back then. But I remember my aunt did makeup back then. She would have palettes. I remember I used to call them makeup sets. That looks okay. I have this Maybelline Age Rewind I need to finish. I'm determined to use this pale, pale, pale caramel. Please. I'm here, I'm here. I got a phone call. People always call me when I'm live. Always. Where was I in the story? Okay, here we go. So yeah. Do you see how pale this is on me? Y'all see that? That's the darkest. Y'all see that? That's the darkest color. These people had the audacity to sell this to me, and I'm out here trying to make it work. Being like, I'll just powder it down. Well, not today. No powder today. So anyway, when I left New York, I kind of gave up my dream of becoming a yoga teacher because I was moving out here to St. Lucia where there's absolutely no. They said caramel. I think it's more like nougat. You know, like in the Snickers, there's like the the caramel and the nougat. Nougat. What do y'all call it? That's what that is. Look at that. I'm determined to use it, though I paid money for it. I find out it makes under my eyes. Let me turn down the lights a little so y'all can see. See how it makes the under eye like a little grayish? Hey Terrence, I will tell her you said hi. She is actually trying to sew some pants right now. So that was 2010 when I came back to St. Lucia from New York. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do. If the opportunity presents itself, then I'll be a yoga teacher. You know? So let's drape the blush. How are we doing for time? Really? I feel like a really light under. Well, you know, Jackie Aina in her concealer thing says like put on all these different shades of concealer and put like a really light one in the corner here. Cause she also has the under eye dip. Like you can see it on that one. I don't know. I don't know Ruthie. So that was 2010 and I came back to St. Lucia and life was good. Not really, but you know what? I was coping. Oh, you know what I have, y'all? I don't know if it's any good. I have this Absolute New York. I think it's dried up. I think. Oh, I should show you what I'm talking about. I tell y'all, these people just calling me. So I was telling y'all, I have this liquid eyeshadow, but it does not smell good. No, no. It looks okay, but it's like dried up. No. So anyway, 2010, I came back to St. Lucia, and I got a job. Let's drip blush. And I got a job teaching at my alma mater math, high school math. Fun, really fun. And yes, and I was volunteering. Oh, yes, they did not want me to be great. Ruthie, you can talk to Emily about being see-through, and she can tell you about pale skin concealers. Um, and I was teaching math, and I was volunteering, so I'm going to go in with this. I'm gonna start with this one and kind of use it to like hit that contour line. That's what I've been doing, and feeling bougie while I do it. And I used to volunteer at the Department of Fisheries because my bachelor's degree was in marine and environmental science, and my um, master's degree was in environmental science and policy. So I would volunteer with them in the summer. They gave me a little stipend, and it was all cool. So I volunteered with them in the summer of 2011, and like Easter of 2011. That's a little strong. And it was cool. It was nice. Emily, but it's not because of racism. It's just because I'm see through. So I would do that. And then the summer of 2012, yes, all the shades are in light medium. It's like one pale-ish shade, 10 light medium shades, 3 dark shades, 2 deep shades, 1 deep dark, and they're like, "Oh, look at our shade range, 30 shades, 30 shades of tan." Oh, Ruby, you kill me. So where was I in this story? So in 2012, I was like, I'd applied for that job at the Department of Fisheries. I was basically the only qualified person that applied for the job. And they basically said, like, the job is yours. When are you gonna start? We discussed start date and everything. And someone, somewhere in the government decided that I should not have the job. And so everyone was like shocked that I did not actually end up with the job. So so I planned myself a whole big summer of fun to make up for losing my dream job. Well, the universe had other plans because I flew up to Washington, D.C. on Sunday. My flight was delayed. I didn't get into BWI um until Blush Brush until like 1 a.m. until 1 a.m. And then on Monday night, we went to see a Team USA versus Team Brazil pre Olympic game because it was 2012. It was a special game for military families, and that was cool. And then on Tuesday afternoon, um, my brother decided to go watch the carnival parade, and someone decided to shoot into the crowd, and he died. So on Wednesday, I went shopping for a suit to bury him in and stuff like that. And I hopped on a plane, overnighted in Miami, and hopped back to St. Lucia. And then, like lots of things happened. That was 2012. By December 2012, I was just not functioning. January, I had to be admitted to the hospital. So I'm going to go in with the next shade now. For the first time in my life, I spent 3 days at the hospital. And in March of 2013, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And by then, I need to get on the Donesamyrix train as well. By 2000 and what 2000 and March 2013, when I finally saw the rheumatologist, she said, you really need to start doing yoga again. You can't run just yet. And there was no yoga near my house, and I remembered I wanted to do the yoga teacher training. So I signed up for it and went in. Hey, Fruition Channel. And I went in and did the yoga teacher training in July of 2013. And that's what I did. Now, I was supposed to come back and have a job, but the principal had sneakily not put my name down for the next year, but didn't tell me. And some other stuff happened. So I came back and I didn't have a job, and I just started teaching yoga full time. Can you all see the blush? So I reached out to like a bunch of resorts to to see if they were interested in having me do yoga for them. And I slowly started teaching at resorts and gyms and other places. And that, my friends, is how I ended up teaching yoga. I started my YouTube channel in 2013, but it wasn't until April that I really started learning about how to get things in gear and such, and actually really spending more time on YouTube, really. Because when I was diagnosed with asthma in 2017 and I stopped working, I had to figure out ways to entertain myself. And somehow I found beauty YouTube. Oh. So once I still have the pale pink one that I like to use this pale one here as a highlight shade. And so that, my friend, I love the e.l.f. blush palette. Like, I'm so happy I got it. I'm so selective with my purchases. And I'm using the brush because I can't tone it down with powder. So I'm just buffing it with the brush. Ta da da da. And so that's the story. That's the story. Okay, I guess I'll do my eyes now. You know what I want to do is I have this lipstick that's just like a glitter bomb. So I'm going to use this as a highlight as well. That's what I use it for. It's Revolution. I love e.l.f. e.l.f. is my jam. It's the right price for my pocket, and the performance is not bad. That being said, I have never tried luxury makeup, so, bear that in mind. But I have tried really cheap makeup that didn't exactly work, so there's always that. That e.l.f. is not. Now I'm shiny. That Mo Glow. Really, Christine? I'm looking for a brow gel. I am in the market for a brow gel. Okay, let's do the eyes. Let's see what I have here. This is. Look at my fingers. Let's grab that micellar water. Okay, so I'll show you how I like to do the you know what? You gotta have I do want the new Pat McGrath um vinyls, the lip balms, and I want um the new tiny palette. This is the first palette I actually want. So I just go one dot here of the darkest color and one dot here of the darkest color, like so. That's my technique. And then I just kind of like take it all over the eye and then just buff it in like so. And same thing on the other side. So I'm going to do a little more. See how it just barely shows up? That makes by Fruition channel. That makes me happy. I like so. I like so. Ooh, y'all. Packages. I love packages. Under £2. £2 or under. Okay. Let's give this just a tiny. Come on. You can do this. Okay. So then I'm going to. So I just do like a gradient coming in from darkest to lightest. Like so. Do y'all make eyeshadow? Um. Oh. Because someone was saying that the Essence is a good dupe for the boy brow. But I'm always worried if something will be dark enough for my brow. Because I have really dark brow hairs. Okay, so now I'm going to go with the coral shade. No more pillow talk. No more pillow talk. I'm over the pillow talk, okay? Can the pillow talk please just be over? I'm over it. See how now we have like a little gradient? So I'm just going to give the edges a little buffing. And I'm going to grab the bright coral, the Barbie pink. So that one right there in the inner. Let me tell you, okay, y'all don't understand. Y'all know those women that go to bed with makeup on, and then when their partner falls asleep, they go take the makeup off, and they wake up early so that their partner never sees them without makeup. That's who Pillow Talk is for, okay? That's who it's for. Y'all are having too much fun in the chat, okay? Too much fun. Just too much fun. What time is it? Okay, it's 5:28. I think I'll just grab a little bit of that darker pink and just hit the bottom just a little. Oh yeah, that's making me 2020's weeds. Y'all are too funny. And that's it for the eyes. What y'all think? Look, that is who Pillow Talk is for. Why else would you? Oh, sorry, y'all. Sorry, I kicked the light. Come on, light. Don't do me like that. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Roses, yes, but just the thorns. Okay. So for mascara, we have three options. We have Elizabeth Arden Grand Entrance, a mini. We have Old School, Maybelline, and we have Essence. I swear we do. Here we go. We have Essence Lash Princess, False Lash Effect. Hey, Esty, did you finish your presentation? Look, okay, I told y'all. What is this trolling comment? I would like to know the trolling comment as well, as I did not see it. Oh, everything is dying. Come on. So okay, we just have eyelashes. So yes. So which one for the eyelashes? Essence, Bougie, Essence, Old School. So which one for the lashes, y'all? Which one? Oh, yes, that was just priceless. That was priceless. I didn't even remember that. It's like okay. Okay, Essence. Essence. Okay. I have one vote for Essence. If I don't get any other votes, the Essence it is. Y'all know the Essence makes me look like I have falsies. Is it finishing? Have I been using this so much? Okay, we have two votes for Essence. Two votes for Essence. Oh, that person came to fight, but they choose the wrong person to fight with. Oh, look, the eyeshadow is already creasing. Do y'all see it? Y'all see it creasing? Hold on. How did I get it to cooperate so nicely the last time? Maybe I didn't put so much. Like, you can disagree with somebody without hating them, you know? How did I already smudge my my mascara? What? Whatever. I don't know. Okay, let's go. Like, we can like different things. That's allowed. I'm only doing top lash, okay? I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, let me tell you about. Okay. So in 2014, I hadn't really been teaching yoga for a whole year when I decided I was gonna apply for the Chamber of Commerce Awards. And let me tell you, that application is no joke. And oh, Toya, that's good that your mom slept. That's good. That's really good. Um, and so I applied and I won Young Entrepreneur of the Year. And everybody was like, "What is yoga? Yoga is a business?" Like they were tripping. They were like, "Who is she?" Cause y'all, I am at heart just a no-name poor girl from the countryside in a small island in the Caribbean Sea. Y'all think I have enough mascara on? I think I do. I also have an eyelash on my face somewhere. And I won it, and people were freaking out. Because up until then, people had been asking my mom how she could let me teach yoga and not made me get a real job. Like yoga isn't a real job. Okay, for lips, we have the elf. I could go like with this more fuchsia or the more mauve end. We have this LA girl, mauvey brown. Yes, let. Yes, Toya. My mom was like, let, let, let. My mom was like, so my mom was like, she makes lots of money teaching yoga. And for a while I did. She's like, she works at this resort, and that resort. And if she wants to teach yoga, she can teach yoga. I'd much rather her teach yoga than be in the schools among you hateful human beings. Rufy, I'm the same way. I'm the exact same way. I can go green with the lips. I have this Makeup Revolution green, kind of shiny liquid lip. And then I have Color Not, Color Pop. I love Sahari. A red. I saw T wear it. T made me buy this. Okay, T made me buy this. Did it always smell like this? I don't remember it smelling like this. And I have two Saphia collabs. Where's the other one? I have Fred and Brucey. So Fred is the red one, and Brucey is the green one. Mo is a movie. Okay, so what y'all think? I'm gonna narrow it down to y'all. I don't want to do liquid lips. Okay? So we can go just keep it nice and neutral and go with the pinks in here or the mauves in there. Or we can do one of the Saphia collabs. That's the last thing we have to do, and then we're done. Yeah, mom was like, what? And then the same people that would be like, people who would tell them about me, and they'd be like, I do yoga with Jill. Jill is the white woman who does the Iyengar yoga there, and they're like, I do yoga with Jill. I don't know who you are. Who is she? And The last option. Okay, the last option. So y'all want one of these two Sophia ones. I could wear other colors. I give y'all other options. Y'all are the ones who want to see the green one. Green is always an option, okay? It's either green or pink in my life, right? If I have something that's neither green nor pink, chances are I didn't buy it. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. I'm really liking how this looks. Everyone look. Every look. Mo is like, should I wear the green? Every single look. Okay? Every single look. I'm telling y'all. The Mo Glow. Y'all think green will go with this look? I'm gonna go green. I've been holding myself back. And the Brucey is in dark green, you know. And you know what I want to do? I have this crayon that I hate from Revlon. I'll put it in the center, okay? So it'll not be just like green. Okay? Here we go. I tell y'all, right? Eat your vegetables. Eat your vegetables and you too can glow. I just swear all my nutrients go to my hair, my skin, and my nails, not to my organs. I'm trying to do this two-tone thing. Is it working? I think I'm messing it up. She did. She did say bananas and mangoes. It's good genes, y'all. I'll show you my granny. She does not do anything. Okay, hold on. Let me see what I can do with that. Bring out the finger. I think I need to work on my technique some more. Nope, I'm giving up. Giving up completely. I've given up. Yes, Toya, 3 times a day. You need to eat your veggies and fruits 3 times a day. And not like a little, like a lot. A lot of veggies and fruits. Like a big bowl of salad. And like a big bowl of fruit. And then cooked vegetables for the other meal. I'm telling you, it'll change your life. But actually, no, Toya. You might not be able to digest them though. If your tummy's already hurting. Okay, I'm going with my pale pink. Okay, leave me alone. Just leave me alone right now. The green didn't work out. I'm also not really in the green mood right now. What did I do with all the lips I just had in my hands? Oh, they're right here. Okay. I'm going with the really pale mauvey. That one. It's gonna go better, okay? Oh, I miss eggs. I really do. I just need to. I just need to cover up my little acne scar. Okay, here we go. Oh, I cannot. Oh, neighbors. I cannot do apples. I'll share the book with y'all. If anyone has trouble digesting, look up FODMAPs, FODMAP, and it tells you about like why certain foods are hard to digest. Oh, no. Why you gotta break? Don't break. See, we got a ways to go, okay? That's better, right? It's coming off a lot brighter than I'd like. But you know what? It is what it is. You know what I saw them do? I saw the lip bar line their lips after the fact. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I don't digest apples. It makes me bloat and a lot of pain. Cabbage as well. I can't do cabbage. Okay. Oh, it's 5:48. Yes. I'm done. I'm done. Definitely done now. Done. 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 Let me see if my edges look better now. Oh, you know what I can do with this picture? I can use it to enter the lip bar giveaway. Christine, thanks for tagging me in the lip bar giveaway. That looks better. That looks a lot better. Fefi! Hi from Kazakhstan. Wow, I'm international. Whoa, where are all these people coming from? What's going on? What's going on? Um, yeah, y'all. So I'm done with my look. We got about 10 more minutes. If you have any questions, you can ask me. I will answer maybe. But let me know. So, yes, those are all my stories about being a yoga teacher. I'm thinking if I have any other crazy stories. I've been thinking about crazy stories. Oh, I used cream blush on my eyes, Faithy. That's what happened here. I've been to Wisconsin. I went to Wisconsin one time in April, the last weekend of April. No, the middle of April. I decided I would go to, well, my friends decided they would all go to Wisconsin, and we rented a house on a lake, and it was really pretty. But let me tell you, Door County, Wisconsin doesn't open till May 1st. We learned all about that. So there was nowhere to go out to dinner. We went to the bowling alley. I went bowling for the first time. Yeah, there's no bowling alleys in St. Lucia. There's no skating rinks in St. Lucia. There's not a lot of indoor stuff in St. Lucia. No water parks. Just waterfall, beaches, the cinema. That's it. Rivers. Okay, Rufy, do not laugh at me, okay? Do not laugh at me. I'm not ready for bed yet. I laid down, but I didn't take a nap. I've been tired all day long. All day long. All day long. So I didn't tell you where I did my yoga teacher training. I was just like, and I went and did yoga teacher training. Okay, so my best friend used to live in Adams Morgan. So, bye, Christine. Thank you. And so I chose a yoga teacher training place really close to her, but also because it had a summer intensive, I could do my training in 1 month. Then then she moved to Capitol Hill across town. So I had to commute across town, and for 1 month, every day, Monday to Friday, from 9 to 5, I went and was trained to be a yoga teacher. And I trained at Embrace Yoga Studio with Faith Hunter. You can check her on Instagram. She has like almost 60,000 followers on Instagram. Diane Bondi has more followers though. And that's where I did my yoga teacher training. And it was really cool because there were only 6 of us in the program, and we learned a lot of stuff. Like we learned anatomy from a lady who trains doctors on anatomy, and that was really cool. And it was really inclusive. Like some yoga teacher training programs I wouldn't have been able to go because I had only it hadn't even been a whole year that I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. I had this cyst growing on my wrist, and I think it was just growing because I was just so unhappy with my life. And I showed up with a splint on my wrist the first day of yoga teacher training, and a few weeks into it, it was just gone. And I think it was gone because I was happier with my life, because sometimes life sucks and that makes your body do weird things. Your body's like, get out of this bad situation, and you're like, nah, maybe I don't know. So that happened. We went to Delaware. We stayed at a cute little bed and breakfast, and I saw this on the wall at the bed and breakfast. That's why I had to get one for my room. Except theirs was painted on and mine is a vinyl. That happens to my mom all the time. Okay, bye, SD. I'm hopping off here really soon. I just have like 5 more minutes left. I want us to all be able to hop off and roll over. I hope Phase is still going live at 6 because, Um, so we did that. We went on we got a Groupon. Like Groupon was a thing, like hardcore thing in 2013, and it got um a Groupon for a boat tour of DC. We went to the zoo. Oh, it was a good summer. We did quite a few things. I went to New Hampshire for the first time that summer, and I learned that there's no summer in New Hampshire. They lied. They lied to me. It got really cold in the night. And by cold, I mean like 55 degrees or like 60. It doesn't matter. I was cold. I had to wear jeans. I had to borrow jeans. I had to borrow jackets. And it was summer. They lied. It was August. It was the first week of August, and I was freezing. And my friend was turning on her space heater, and she's been in the Northeast from since college. So they lied. Anywho's, y'all. It's 5:55, and I'm tired of talking, so I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. We are at 1 hour and 17 minutes, and it's been really, really cool. Yes, Estee's channel is really cool. Really, really cool. And I will see y'all around the internet. And I might actually do kids yoga tomorrow afternoon. We'll see. I'm still feeling a little drained, but we'll see. Thanks for coming, everybody. Bye.